So if we're on the topic of anti-vaxxers here, we find that a lot of people may say it may cause autism. So while people say that vaccination causes autism in, let's say, 1 out of every 110 children, this is hardly the truth. But we'll just go along with it and say that's what it does. So in this scenario, if we took the same amount of children and broke them into 110, let's say 110 of vaccinated children and 110 of unvaccinated children, we'll put them up in a test group, right? So I'll even take the 1 out of 110 out on the vaccinated side to, to appease the anti-vaxxers to think that vaccination causes autism. So if we take a look back in history, in the 20s, before there was a diphtheria vaccination was common, there were about 13 to 15,000 deaths per year, which means your chances of dying were about 40%. So fast forward a few years, 1952, here we are, we've got the polio virus. So before the polio virus was implemented, there were about 58,000 cases of polio per year. And if you were one of the unlucky ones, you could potentially end up, permanently disabled, living in an iron lung, or even dead in some cases. So if we took a look at those initial people that were vaccinated, out of the full 220 people that we first talked about, we would find that out of 110 non-vaccinated people, about 80% would either be infected, disabled, or dead because they had caught diphtheria, or they caught rubella, or they caught polio. So on the other hand, if we look at the 110 people that were vaccinated, we would find that there are no deaths, there are no infections, there are no cases of polio or diphtheria, but we would find that there is that one suspected case of autism that is most likely not even true. So if we look at it from that standpoint, it's kind of hard to believe that vaccination is bad for you. So I'll let you be the deciding factor on whether you think vaccination's right or if vaccination's wrong.